Good morning, everyone. Now you can hear a helicopter in the background. It's a beautiful morning. Hopefully the helicopter is just flying around for kicks and they're not trying to peel some rock climber off the side of one of the mountains. I posted a video 2 or 3 weeks ago when I was about 60 hours into a water fast, and a few people commented that I seemed delirious, and I probably was, but it wasn't from the water fast. I had been up all night. I'd only slept like two or 3 hours, which was the primary cause of the delirium. And anybody who knows me knows I'm not horribly eloquent. Anyway, so the combination of those two things made it a little rambling. But there was something else I wanted to cover that I ran into since recording that last video. I mentioned to somebody that I was doing a water fast, and they said, "Oh, that's where your scars disappear." Which I had not heard of, and so I went online and looked into it. So going back to the prolonged fasting thing, your body enters into autophagy, as I talked about last time, where you it essentially burns dead cells or unused cells or unwanted. And there was some research or some anecdotal evidence online indicating that scar tissue disappeared as part of that process, that you'd essentially cannibalize your own scar tissue, burn it for energy. I really should not use the word cannibalize. It's such a kind of a gross visual. And the internet being what it is, there's also a lot of debate on it. There's debate on everything, including whether or not the world is round or flat, or whether you should vaccinate or not. Okay, I'll probably get a firestorm of comments now. But anyway, so I thought, well, if prolonged fasting does have an impact on scar tissue, I ought to be able to tell, because I've done it for however many months it is now, 8 or 9 months that I've done a 4-day fast. And so I checked, and although the internet is used for this as well, I'm not going to show you all of my scars. There's probably a website for that. But I went and checked, and so I guess it's worth pointing out. I was surprised by what I found. Your scars don't disappear, meaning, like, I'll show you my thumb scar. I don't know, the edge of my thumb, 3rd grade X-Acto knife. Anyway, scared my mom to death. The scar's still there. It's always going to be there. You're going to be able to see it. But what happens with scar tissue, sometimes you'll have kind of a knobby scar tissue ridge. And so I used to, here's where it came from. I was 3 years old. We were having family night, and I wandered off to the bathroom. I flushed the toilet, bent down to pull up my pants, and hit my chin on the toilet seat, and I've had a scar there ever since. And what's the internet for if not for sharing toilet seat scar stories? And for the last, since I started shaving, and by the way, I only shave once a week. It's part of it's lazy, and part of it's I don't really grow a beard. But I've had to shave around it because there was kind of a knobby ridge of scar tissue that I had to work around. Well, the knobby ridge is gone. You can still see the scar. I can't really get a good angle on it, but anyway, I hope that's not the picture they picked for the preview of the video. But the knobby ridge is gone, but the scar is still there. I've got some other scars. I've got one where they on my chest where they cut out what they call the precancerous mole, and that one had just all kinds of bumps and knobs and stuff on it. Now it doesn't. There's a couple of bumps left, but the rest of it is flattened out and smooth now. You can still see it. It still looks like a gunshot wound, and it's my primary source of street cred these days. But it's not knobby like it was. I've got a handful of other scars, and where the outcome is similar, meaning the scar itself is still visible, but the rough edges of the scar have gone away. Speculation. Perhaps you've got internal scarring or internal damage that you've done or accumulated over the years. I don't know. Maybe it's clearing some of that out too. That's all I've got. I found it interesting. It's just anecdotal. Please don't interpret this as research. Can't think of any program that I want to recommend to get rid of scars. But it was an interesting thing that was kind of unexpected, so I thought I would share. Have a glorious Sunday morning.